weird video this one's gonna be. All right, man. Look at you wanna bring tears to your eyes. Look what I did to this poor TS 483 uh, on both sides. So I mean I got to a point to where I didn't even care because this knife, the only way in this knife is through these slots. And they're so smooth that opening this knife, whether it be from a spidey flick or the thumb flick, is really difficult. So my hopes in this video is we're going to get this to a place that I somewhat fix this, and then I fix this mess, and then I reassemble the knife, and you get to see exactly what the whole knife looks like, right? Like that's the goal. Because I really do like the knife. I just opening this knife is such a bummer. The TS 483, it's Stonewash 14C28N. So I think where I'm going to start is right here. So I've got this abrasives kit. It's from Amazon, and they were nice enough to send this to me. And this project was specifically for this abrasives kit. There's going to be a link down below. It's not open, so we're coming in blind. Is it a good kit? Is it not a good kit? I don't know. I just have the perfect project for it. I mean, I'm going to be able to smooth over the damage that I did here in the flats on both sides, but I'm also looking to remove material behind this lip so that that's sharper. And I tried it with something else. I mean, it's been months. But anyways, here we go. Let's see what we can do. And so I definitely appreciate them supplying this for me. And we're going to not only see what we can do with this blade, we're going to see what this thing's about. And I don't think it was a lot of money. Yeah, wow, look at this. I say we're going to do this, but I think this needs a whole nother piece of equipment, because the way these attach, I don't think I have that. We'll see. I mean, look at all these, man. 180 grit, 60 grit. I mean, I think it's definitely I'm gonna definitely be able to smooth the flats over. Polishing pads, 120 grit. I mean, I think this, okay, well, here's what I need right here, I think. But I think this all works with my die grinder, my air die grinder. So all of this is gonna have to go to my shop. I don't think I can use this here. I mean, here's one for a drill, but I think this would chuck into my die grinder. I was hoping to use my little bench grinder, but to be honest, I think this would be better served in my die grinder anyways. I mean, I have a drill. I just don't think it's going to create the RPMs that I need for this to work. But you know what? I'm going to try it. Because not everybody's got a die grinder like I'm talking about. Not everybody has one. So let me I'm going to grab my drill and let's see what we can do with this. Because see, this one's made for to chuck up in a impact driver, but I can also put it in a drill. So let's try that, and then we may have to take this down and put it in my die grinder, which of course runs at a way higher RPM, which is probably going to provide a much better finish with all of this. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I brought two. I've got my drill here. My I think this is a brushless, yeah. And so I'm not sure what that RPM is there. Um, but I also brought my little brushless impact, and this may in fact have better speed. Let's make sure we're on the right setting here. 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure, but I'm going to start with this one. All right, so what do I want to start with? Let's see, 80, 60, 120, 80, 60. I think 60 grit, right? I don't know if this is going to. I think I needed to use a die grinder to interesting. So that just screws right in there, sits flat. Very cool. All right, well, let's see. Because, part of what I want to do is I want to take that scarring off of that blade there. So let's try it. I mean, it went right through that. Yeah, that grit went right through that. You can see, I mean, it chewed that blade up, and unfortunately, I got into the blade there just a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down flat here because I don't want to chew that up anymore. I mean, it didn't get it all yet. There's quite a bit left there. But I also think that that will work down in there. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely working down in there. I mean, interesting. I was not sure about that. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have got up here on this grind part, but I'll deal with that later. I am going to continue to use this down in there. And obviously, this isn't a precise function, but I already massacred the thing, so I'm just trying to salvage at this point. And it's working. I mean, getting all that I chewed out of there. Just cleaning that up for sure. Lots of dust. Yeah. How's it? Oh, this didn't even look like it's affected at all. Nice. I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely the grit on here is legit. All right, I'm going to try to go a little more here. I like it. All right, well, I am going to remove this one, and it's far from being used up. I mean, I don't even think you can see that I used it. Very nice. All right, so what are these? I think those are for cleaning. This is for roughing, but I'm going to progressive go now. I'm going to go 80. Those are the 60s. Very cool. I just used the 60s. I'm going to put them back in the box. I only need one of the 80s. There's 3 bags of the 80s. And then there's 120s and 240s. And then a lot of these other abrasives. But I'm going to do the 80s next. Very cool, man. I mean, it is kind of rough to, a fine blade, but I think I'll see results here. Very nice. Okay. Well, of course, what my objective was there was to get, and again, really can't see any use on that. And that's hardened, I believe it's 14C28N. But my objective with that one was to get all the scratches out with the 60. Now here's 120. There's 2 bags of the 120. And it's pretty easy to control here on my my impact, which, I think the other reason I did this is because most of us will have this. Not everybody's going to have the die grinder. So here's something that, I don't know, could you do some of this kind of work with this abrasive? Because they sent it to me, I do want to see if it's viable. I mean, Interesting. It's putting a finish on this blade. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm not doing it to perfection. I mean, I can't, I don't know, would it take 10 hours worth of work there? But again, you can't see that I use this at all. Let's go to was that 120? Yeah. All right, let's use the 240. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. I do. It's pretty effective. And I've had some of this stuff where, you buy the little kit for your Dremel type tool, and the stuff, it doesn't last long at all. Like for one of these, that type of thing. And that's how I chewed it up. That's what I tore it up with in the first place. So the fact that I can put this in my impact and it appears to be effective. This one definitely feels like it's got more of a sandpaper type quality. I mean, the scratches are much finer. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to do it in here real quick. Okay. Well, that's the 240 grit. Now, I don't know. I don't see a write-up here anywhere. There was no piece of paper, so I'm kind of guessing with the rest of this. I don't know. Like which one's the next step, right? There's brown and red and black and green. I'm going to say green's the finest. The red is the next, the brown, and then the black. So I'm going to do the black next. I have no idea, y'all. I'm guessing. Let's try it. It is most definitely polishing. Yeah, look at this surface now. I mean, I don't think I got all the deep scratches out here, so I think that's showing through. But at this point, we're just seeing what the results are. Yeah, that doesn't look like that was touched. I think this is the next rough, the brown. All right, next. I mean, this is definitely doing what I wanted it to do. Now, I think I'm doing it kind of sloppy. I'm down on this flat, and so we're not judging that. I mean, you might be, but I'm not. Yeah, I mean, we are most definitely polishing that steel now. Like, progressively working through those scratches. Yeah, very cool. All right, the green, which is the last abrasive. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, believe it or not, I'm going to try this. But I think what I'm going to try it with is some polish, some rouge. And I just happen to have a stick of some green right here. We're going to try it. All right. I got it loaded up pretty good there. Well, let's see what's up, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Look at this thing. Get out of town, man. What's up? Look at the polish that's coming through on this thing now. Wow. Now there's a lot of scratches left there because, of course, I did not take my time. But I think I could polish a blade with that. Like there, see all the fine scratches in there? Well, that's just me not spending enough time on the next grit. You know what I mean? And if I would have spent more time on that next grit, I think I could have had a smooth finish. 100% I could have. Because of the progressive grits of the little sanders. What an impressive little kit, man. I mean, and I'm not saying it just because they sent it. I mean, it most definitely could do some polishing and finishing work. This just happened to be the best example I had, and to be honest, the most chewed up piece I had that I could go after. I took that off because I want to go here and see what that polish does there on that stone. I'm just curious. I got to be careful. I don't want to get up on that edge for sure. I'm just curious how well that polish is without all the scratches, because I put all them scratches in there. Those scratches weren't in there before. So look there. So stonewash, and then the polish that I'm able to get with just using this pad and a little bit of green rouge. Yeah, I mean, very cool. Well, here's what I'm going to do to this blade. I am going to, and man, I'm going to have to figure out how to cut that. But here's what I'm going to do with this blade. I'm going to throw it in the tumbler for an extended period of time and see how well we can have this turn out. But that's to be continued. I do want to wrap up on this kit because it's pretty awesome. And I most definitely am going to find uses for this in a little more controlled environment, because that wasn't very controlled at all. That was pretty hodgepodge, man, just kind of slamming some stuff together. But I want to put a link down below, but I want to show this kit. 60-piece, 2-inch quick change sanding disc set with a quarter-inch holder. It's got 2 quarter-inch holders. One is for a die grinder, and then the other, you can just stick it in any old drill. Yeah, pretty cool, man. All right, well, hey, I appreciate them sending this over, and I appreciate y'all watching. And what you'll see at the end of this video, I'm going to tumble this. I'm going to tumble and dice it, man. And then I'm going to put this knife together, and then a quick review at the end of this video with this knife. But all this other stuff will be gone because it's going to be days later. All right? All right, so watch for that. Don't go yet. Hang tough, because here it comes. And we're back. And we're trying to finish this dude up. Yeah, so I'm sorry I had to bug out there. But I've got it all together. And this is the stock side. Now you can see I chewed this up. I'm trying to sharpen that up in a couple of different ways, and that's how I ended up chewing up that blade a little bit on both sides. I'm trying to sharpen this up so that I can spidey flick it and thumb flick it. But this video, I used this kit that was sent over to me. And so I'm going to wrap up and talk about this kit, but let me show you what I was able to do with just this drill, some rouge for this wheel, this felt wheel, and then progress through these bits. I got 120, 180, 240, then I used the brown. I did not use the black to finish because I used the black in the earlier part of the video. The red and then the green, and then I went to the felt. This I clamped onto the blade with a lot of paper so that I wouldn't mar the blade, and I clamped it. Now I could have put this in my vise. I could have went down to my shop. I could have used a lot of stuff, but I wanted to use this kit. And so I just clamped it in here. It gave me something to hold while I was messing with it. And so let's look at the results of what I was able to get done with that kit. Ready? Yep, there it is. And so I probably put another 30 minutes into this side, and I can see some swirl marks in here. I probably could have put a little more work. There's a grit. It's all these scratches look to be about the same in here. So there's one of these grits I could have went a little longer with, maybe the 240. But this, I mean, did that thing turn out cool or what? And I was able to get it to where, oh, come on now. I can thumb flick it. I can spidey flick it. And I did sharpen up the jimping here, which is a whole nother video. And so now I can pretty readily use this jimping to thumb flick this knife over. And then I did also, before I finished, I did put an edge back on this. Because, of course, messing around with all that, it's easy to knock that edge off. And, oh, man, is that 14C. That stuff from Tucson just takes such a good edge, man. So, I'm going to finish this video because this is still a work in progress, this knife, man. I still got this nick here on this side, and this isn't, I don't know if I'm happy with that or, where I want to go with it. Maybe a hand satin finish, man, I don't know. This side definitely needs help as well, though, because I did get up in here and booger that up. But I want to wrap up this video with this kit because, and there'll be a link down below for that kit. I'll be honest, I didn't want to use my bench vise. I didn't want to get my tool grinder out. I just wanted to use my drill because most of us got a drill, or in my case, I use my impact driver, my little Milwaukee brushless. And these discs, and I'm not pimping this. He's not paying me or nothing, man. I'm not an affiliate. So if you go to that link, I don't think I'm an affiliate. I think I'm just using a link that he sent me. And you know what? I'm just going to do that. So that way I can make the claim. I'm not an affiliate, man. I think I could go find the product and then use my affiliate link through Amazon, but I'm not going to do that because the reason I'm not is because I like the product. The way that these screw on, however many there were in that package, and there was a bunch, but I haven't had a lick with this, and the capabilities of doing this, whether you're messing with scales or blades or whatever, pretty solid stuff. Its ability to polish. It took that 14C and put a mirror edge on it. And if I'd have just put a little more time into it, I could have got these swirls out. But I didn't want to spend 4 hours on it. So, yeah, really cool kit. And it does come with the other bit. This one's actually locks into my bit driver. That's why I wanted to use this one. But it does come with a standard round shaft that you could put in a die grinder, whatever. But the speed of this, in mine is adjustable. It's that brushless. So I could go slow and focus on an area. Or the fast speed on this really worked well with the way these cut. And then the polishing, the felt on this was awesome. So I'm going to look real quick and tell you what the price of that is so you know. And then there's a link. So there's a couple of components that didn't come with this. Obviously, the piece of paper didn't come. The rouge I had on my own. And then the vice grips. Everything, and the drill. It doesn't come with the drill. But anyways, let me give you a price and we'll wrap this video. Okay, you ready for this? So it's like 60 total pieces. There's a whole bunch of these. You saw them in the beginning of the video. And then the two connectors, there's only one of these, which, this is all steel and metal in here, so I don't see that wearing out, because this is plastic the way that screws in there. So I think it's cool to go that way. But you ready for this price? I almost should buy my affiliate link to the product because, anybody that's tinkering with knives that or whatever you're tinkering with, man, that you might ever have the opportunity to sand or polish, and you don't want to invest in a bunch of equipment. I mean, this thing's viable, man. You ready for the price? It's $23. $23 for 60 pieces. All kind, man, that's crazy. I thought it was way more than $23. And it's got a 5% off code on it right now. I'm not going to get my affiliate link. The link that's below this video takes you direct to them. I'm not getting a penny out of it. I appreciate them sending it over. And to be honest, I am impressed by the product, the price point. And is it next day? I'm going to tell you. Yeah, and that's with free next day delivery. So, yeah, I mean, I don't get a lot of products that come my way, and so when I get a good one, I want to tell you this is definitely going to go on my. I can vouch for it and recommended it, but I didn't pay for it. They sent it to me, and but for $23, knowing what I know about it now, or what is it, like $21, I think. Knowing what I know about it now, would I buy it? I absolutely would. Yeah. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, and stay tuned on this TS. What is it? 483. Because I'm not done with it yet. We'll see where this is going to end up. Maybe I'll just go back to this and see if I can't put more time in this. But that's really hard to get the finest scratches out, because at a certain point you got to move to the next grit, right? And you can't tell if you've gotten all them scratches out. The rule of thumb with anything like this, even when you're hand finishing, when you think you've done enough, do a bunch more, right? That's kind of the rule of thumb. But I do have this knife finally functioning. Like, man, this knife out of the box, I couldn't get it to work kind of at all. But now I can get it to function. I'm just not real confident with this. Yeah, that one and that one. And it's because this lip is super smooth. If I can just get this sharp, I'm trying to cut into that and get this, sharpen this up. I have sharpened up the jimping, because even the jimping was soft. So trying to do this was even kind of not working. But I've sharpened up this jimping. And that's the jimping, the back flipper right now is my best option to open this knife. All right. Well, I'm out, you guys. Appreciate you watching, and find this product link down below. And it'll be linked in the recommended Amazon products going forward. Appreciate y'all.